Oh, I'm back at work. It is 4:30 and I just need a screwdriver. These came from the Yellow House. Fuller's, made in USA. Yep, 4:30. Back at work. I got a leaky faucet or a drain or a tub and a TV wall mount to install, and got a phone call yesterday from a tenant who says half the electricity isn't working. Sound familiar? Yep, so I've already been in here and I already turned all these rings so I could remove this front cover and expose the guts. And I already went to the big box store and got a new 100 amp breaker in anticipation of having a burned up breaker. It's a basement apartment, ground level apartment. Sucks a lot of heat maybe. So I bought one of these, $50. The square D home line was $36, but doesn't fit. So, Cutler hammer. Sorry, mumbling. Cutler hammer CH with the tan handle. So I bought one, but wrong one. This is not Cutler hammer equipment. This is Murray or GE. Where's my flashlight? Not Cutler hammer equipment. So all the apartments are all mixed up. 103, 209, 301, 310. They're all mixed up. Whatever wire came down the chute, that's what they pushed in. So 103 is at the top. No signs of melted wiring. Huh. One screw is below the surface and one screw is way above the surface. That's odd. Usually they're both at the same spot. Try to get the light to not blind you. The LED light is blinding. So first thing I'm going to do is, after I check for burning, is I'm going to tighten the screws. A lot of times they're loose. That one's pretty tight. Yep. And the next one is several threads further down, and it's totally loose. Figures. Go figure. How's the next apartment? Those screws are sticking way out. Huh. Pretty tight. Tenant's complaint was that half his electricity goes on and off twice. Loses total electric power in half of his outlets, and then it comes back on. That's really odd. But burned breaker points. Pretty tight. Pretty tight there. Just think how many electrical connections there are in an apartment. Every single one of them is held in place by a screw or a spring. And they get worn out. Yeah, they weren't too loose. How's the neutrals? I know the light flickers, I see it. Those are nice and tight. So you have 110 volt ones are loose. Remember I was telling you about that? Electricity vibrates in part of Japan and at 60 cycles a second. Europe is 50 cycles a second, and part of Japan is 50 cycles a second. They are non-interchangeable. Close, but that only counts in horseshoes. So I'll go back to this one. It's really strange that one screw is way down low. Maybe the wire's not pushed in all the way. Can't really see. Changing hands with the flashlight. I got the screwdriver in my hand. I'm going to put that down. Camera only gives you a very narrow window into what's happening, like Alfred Hitchcock. Aha, there's the problem there. That wire was never pushed in properly. Yep. Yeah, it's loose. See this one? It's tight. This one's loose. So I'm going to go tell the tenant I'm going to turn the power off and take that screw out of its socket. I told you that screw was not far enough in. Billy used to get mad at me. Stop saying I told you so. I told you. I do it all the time. Mr. Know-It-All. So I'm going to remove that screw and stick that wire under the screw. It's barely touching. I'm going to open up his panel in his apartment as well and see what the deal is. Maybe there's a problem in his apartment as well. All right, that's where I'm going. Go see the man.